coach you is if you have ambition to be great. My job is to coach you to get all that greatness out of you.
What is good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason, and we are back here for another one. It is officially the we're coming to the conclusive hours, about an hour and a half away, basically, and we'll get into the day 2 at 12 a.m. Will be day 2 of free agency, but we are basically about to conclude day 1 of free agency. The Dolphins have made some moves that I really like. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and knock it. Obviously, the tackle market continues to be as a standstill. I've told y'all from the get-go that, I've kept everyone pretty updated on the Armstead situation. Now, I was told yesterday that there was a deal expected to get done between him and New Orleans, and I've heard that him and New Orleans are still, that is not over and done with, especially if Deshaun Watson does not end up in New Orleans. They've cleared so much cap, and they were prepared to clear cap for Deshaun Watson that they can clear that cap and they can fit in Terron Armstead if Deshaun doesn't come. And I do think Deshaun Watson is going to actually probably end up inevitably being a Atlanta Falcon. I mean, like I said on the space earlier that I was in for just about 10 minutes. Shout out to the homie Showtime. And also shout out to the homie 416J, fellow Canadian. He did my edits for the Mostert and for Ingold that you're seeing on the thumb. And he also did the edit for yesterday's Connor Williams thumb. So shout out to the homie 416J. Anyways, I was in, because there was a report from someone called Logan Lane that, we were deep into trade talks. Listen, the reason why trade hasn't happened yet is what I reported yesterday. Teams are weary. Now, PatriotsWire.com and also Patrick Walker of CBS reported that Lyle is drawing interest from multiple teams, including the Patriots. So if you're a Patreon, I told you, 3 teams that I knew for sure were the Dolphins, the Bengals, and the Broncos. And I was originally told, I believe there were 6 teams. So now that we know the Patriots, we know 4 of the 6. They've always been a team, and they've lost. Obviously, Trent Brown is now on the market, who played right tackle for them, and they moved Shaq Mason. They're obviously on the market for a tackle. Maybe they're going to be the one to pull the trigger, but from what I've been told is it's all about the language in the contract. A lot of teams want, they don't want to give up anything really significant because they know the Cowboys will be forced to release them, A, and B, they want their own language in the contract because, as I've been told, due to the, not only the suspension, but also, apparently, bribing the piss collector. He's one, I was told, I got information basically directly from, a coach at the NFL level that he's quote unquote one mistake away from a year-long suspension. So, it's going to be interesting. How it goes down. And it's going to be interesting to see how long the Cowboys want to hold out. Shout out to the homie Watch Mister. He said, "Reason, I'm going to be honest, unless you sign Armstead or Collins, I think this is a weak showing in free agency so far." All right, so I'll explain why I disagree with you. And hey, man, that's cool. You have your own opinion. That's all. Everyone's cool to have their own opinion. I'm not going to judge you for having your own opinion on that, my friend. Shout out to Michelle for becoming a new member. Appreciate you, Michelle. Also, she's a Patreon. Thank you very much, Michelle. This is why I don't agree with you. Before free agency started, I said I don't care about splash signings. Be efficient and smart with the money. Cedric Wilson, you look at the money Christian Kirk got. Cedric Wilson was buried behind an emerging Dalton Schultz, Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, and an established Amari Cooper. And they had to feed Zeke. Cedric, like I said, I talked to Marcus Mosher of Locked On Cowboys. I think this is going to be everything I thought and we all thought Albert Wilson was going to give us. Cedric Wilson is going to give us and more. Okay. And he's a transcending player. Connor Williams, nasty in the interior, smash you in the mouth. If they're going to have to stick a guy like Austin Jackson next to him, that's a good beast. Again, not going to be 25 till May. Upwards trajectory. Chase Edmonds, perfect for this fit. Perfect for what we want to do offensively. Okay? Now we talk about the two signings today, and we'll get into them in depth. But the two signings today, why I like them so much is other than Kyle Juszczyk, we just got the best fullback fit for the scheme we're going to run. 2, I told you, I warned each and every one of you, Raheem Mostert was going to be a Dolphin. Like, I was warning you as soon as we grabbed Mike McDaniel as our head coach. I told y'all he was going to be a Miami Dolphin. So no one should be surprised by Mostert. Mostert, Edmonds, Ingold with Salvon Ahmed, Myles Gaskin, and you know they're going to draft a running back at worst on day 3. That backfield is very intriguing. All they're doing right now is the reason why they're still sitting, because according to Over the Cap, guys, before you add in the Ingold money and before you go ahead and you add in the Mostert money, we're at about $24.753 million. That's why we got to wait to see how these cap numbers are structured coming in. So right now we're at about 25 before we add those in. And watch, mister, I'm going to get to your donation. I'm just on a roll right now. That tells you they are waiting on a tackle. They haven't cut anyone, but the way they're structuring their contracts, we've had 14 free agent signings technically, and they've kept the defense intact. That defense that won 8 of the last 9 games and was totally different than what we saw is fully intact. The message they sent by giving Ogba all that money, I cannot stress enough, is so undervalued. And the reason why it is because McDaniel told the room, if you produce and you're productive, I will take care of you. We haven't had that kind of assurance and that kind of culture in quite some time. Preston Williams coming back. Preston Williams was gone, guys. Preston Williams was out the door with Flores. All because last year he was punished because his agent went on Twitter and said Preston Williams was healthy enough to go, and he got in crap from Flores because he was giving other teams a competitive advantage the same way Belichick views those things. And so they punished him. But he sees his coaching staff coming in. He sees McDaniel coming in, and he says, I'll run it back. Why do you think Mike Gesicki signed that tender when me and a lot of other people were so sure he was going to file that grievance? Why do you think he signed that? Because he said, let me get my $11 million guaranteed. And I know with McDaniel and this staff, I'm going to get paid either way. Because they're going to make me a better blocker. They're going to make me look good. And I'm going to get the bag. Buying in. Whether it's for selfish reasons, whether it's for team reasons, whatever the case is. Just like I said, when I reported Ogba and X were not happy, right, about Boyer and the Alexander situation. What did I say, though, on the Patreon? I said, if you read it, it's a fluid situation. I literally said, all it takes is McDaniel sitting down with Ogba and X, them buying into the vision. I said this on Patreon. And I think I said on Patreon. I said it on air, though. I know that. All it takes is them buying into the vision, and they'll listen to Boyer. All they got to do is believe in McDaniel. That's the sheriff. That's the guy who they've got to believe in. And he's kept the defense intact. Our running back room is significantly upgraded. And I know we're going to draft another one. Our wide receiver room, it hurt that Matt Collins left. Yes, I know. I think Cedric Wilson is a beautiful number 3. You know, I still think we need to find that number 2. You know, Parker can slide in as a 4 this year, and maybe he can fill in for a 2 here and then, but I don't want to count on him as my 2. Find that 2, that number 2 receiver, that X guy, that boundary X receiver. that's going to be the guy when Parker's out of town next year, because he's only sticking around because of the cap hit. So, right now it's looking like, okay, if you take care, because I'm telling you, the move is go all in for Lyell when he gets released. I would trade for him, either with those red flags. I would trade for him. But anyways, I don't think they're going to. But I would move for him, JC Treader, and go get a stopgap for 2-year contract. You're getting out after 1 year, Eric Fisher. If you take care of right tackle, center, and left tackle, and you've already taken turn of Connor Williams, even if you take care of right tackle and center or left tackle and center, you're going into the draft with the flexibility we've all been dying for. Listen, let's say they get a right tackle, all right? And let's say they get a center. So all you need when we go into this draft is a left tackle, another running back, which can come on day 3, and you need to find an X receiver that you can develop in this, on this. And we need an inside linebacker, if I didn't already say that. Other than that, what do we need? But it's all about taking care, because let's say if we don't get the center, Linderbaum's got to be an option at 29 if he's on the board, or if they can move up and get him a couple picks ahead. But other than that, listen, right now, think of it. We need a right tackle, a left tackle, a center, an inside linebacker long-term, not a Landon Roberts. Okay. We need an X receiver, another running back to compete. What am I missing? We got 6 serious holes right now. Let me know. I might have missed something. Let me know. Watchmister says, Roger that reason. Totally see your point. However, this free agency is inconsistent with Greer's. We're going to be aggressive comment. No. I think they're not allowed to be aggressive right now because Armstead has not set the market, right? Like, think of it this way. Last I checked, isn't Morgan Moses the only real significant tackle that's come off the board right now, and he took a 3-year, $15 million deal? Trent Brown, obviously even Dwayne Brown. All these tackles are waiting for this guy to set the market. So they could only be aggressive. They want to be aggressive, but they're filling in everything out while they wait to see. Like, I don't think the reason why they're sitting around the money they're at and they haven't made any cuts is they want to know how much money they're going to have to allocate to this tackle. And then they're going to figure it out after that. That's why I think you're seeing all the small depth and minor moves coming in right now. So, I mean, that's how I'm viewing this. That's why they're waiting right now. I'm trying to get to your donation here, Chosen One. I see it popped up. He said, we got to sign JC Treader, somehow get Collins, whether it's trade or wait till he gets released, and draft in order Christian Watson, Kenneth Walker. And then you want Smith from Penn, and you want Ariza. Brandon Smith, the linebackers, I guess what you're talking about. Buddy, I'd be fine with that. Music to my ears, buddy. If we get JC Treader and Collins, and that's the first 4 picks in the draft, buddy, I will do hey, man, I put on some weight since COVID hit. I remember people saw my Twitter picture, and they're all like, yo, what reason was this? And that was pre-COVID reason. I will try my damnedest to do a cartwheel, my friend. It's going down somehow. Philip Leduc said, what is your best remaining free agent scenario for our Finns? JC Treader, get Collins, or Trent Brown at right tackle. Go get Eric Fisher at left tackle. Walk into the draft only needing an inside linebacker or an X receiver and another running back, and every other pick is a freaking luxury. Let's go. Tell me that don't check your pulse if that don't get you excited, baby. True reason, however, why sign a litany of backup players instead of investing hard on a guy like Bobby Wagner? I'm just a bit worried, man. We need needle movers, not fillers. So offensive line, okay, Connor Williams is a needle mover at left guard. All right? He's just not Armstead. Raheem Mostert and Chase Edmonds together combined are needle mover, like as a unit, are needle movers in the backfield. If Raheem Mostert plays 16 games, this guy can rush for over 1,000 yards, and he could probably put up 1,400 plus all-purpose yards. And Chase Edmonds going to put up probably about 8 to 900 all-purpose yards if everything goes right and they stay healthy in this system. All-purpose, too. I'm not talking about just rushing. Like, Edmonds and Mostert can get to the edge quick. They can catch the ball out of the backfield. The difference is Mosert's got the long speed that you want. If he gets past you at the second level, good night. While Chase Edmonds, he'll eat you up for the 10, 15, 20-yard gains on the ground if he gets the edge, or if you get him the ball and he gets outside containment. Yes, Nick Needham's currently tendered Robert Rodriguez. So combined, and then you add in, guys, remember, where did Salvin Ahmed come from? Salvin Ahmed was a 49er. McDaniel and Shanahan didn't want to lose him. They tried to sneak him back onto the practice squad, and came through. And Gaskin, what is Gaskin? Gaskin is exactly Ahmed. They're the same player. They even went, the exact same player. So I'm telling you, they're going to add one other guy for competition. And the other thing, boys and girls, is it's all one-year deals. Next year, we only have like 30 players under contract, and we have over $120 million against the current cap, and it might explode with a new network deal and have even more money. So they're also setting themselves up for the cap next year, too. See? Forward thinking. A real long-term plan. A real sustainable long-term plan is what I'm seeing starting to come to fruition. It's just you aren't getting the big sexy name yet at tackle because they're waiting for Armstead to set the market. And I've been telling you guys this for a couple days now. I told you he was waiting on Watson because New Orleans was one of the original front runners. He was waiting on Watson, and teams and tackles were waiting on him because he sets the market. Everyone knows that's the big domino. Remember when I said how ironic is it that Deshaun Watson is now the domino we're all waiting to fall until we figure out what happens at our tackle position? So that's why I like free agency. It's all the things. It's the context of everything going on. I see a lot of right decisions. He kept the defense intact. We had a bunch of holes that need to be filled. Our running back room is ready to add a rookie on day 2 or day 3. And we're ready to go. Our receiver room is ready to add an X. And then our top 5 pass catchers on this team, and I said pass catchers, are Waddle, the X we get, Cedric Wilson, Devontae Parker, Mike Gesicki. And then fill in the receiver room and the tight ends after that. But those are our top 5 pass catchers. I like that in this offense. And then all we need is to figure out the 2 tackle situations, solidify the interior with that center, and we are set up to win a playoff game, people. We are set up to win a playoff game. If they come out of this free agency with a tackle and a center now, we are set up. If we get our line where Austin Jackson is your swing tackle and Dieter is your swing guard / swing center because you've taken care of your P's and Q's and free agency, we can win a playoff. And everything I know someone asked me, I just saw it in the comments right now. I just glanced over and saw it. I have checked in on X and the contract. I am waiting to hear back. The last thing I heard a couple days ago is that they're still far apart, which got reported to y'all publicly. I'm waiting to hear back. I checked in at about, it was my wife's birthday tonight, everyone. So that's why you're getting me this late at night. So I checked in at about, here, I'll tell you guys the exact time that I called. I checked on X at 8:27, and I'm just waiting to hear back. So about 2 hours ago. So I'm waiting. Because actually, shout out to my graphic guy, David. David brought it up to me. He's like, "Hey, what have you heard about X, man? I haven't heard, you haven't told me anything in a couple days." I said, "Bro, I totally forgot about it. I've been so locked in on the tackle and trying to figure out what's going on here." And so, yeah, I should have some information for you guys tomorrow about X. Don't worry. But yeah, it was the wife's birthday tonight, man. So that's why you're getting me late. We just celebrated with the fam. My wife, my 2 daughters are all sick. So I bought everyone dinner. Just had a small little cake, taking her to the casino on Saturday. And then next weekend, we're going to do a date night, and I'm going to take her out to a really nice restaurant. I already gave her one present, but I got another nice present for her when we go to the restaurant. So, yeah, this girl gets 3 nights. So she gets three nights, man. I take care of my queen when I can, you know what I mean? So shout out to Mrs. Reason. But yeah, guys, so this is why I like it's an explanation. Like, I gotta tell people why I like free agency. I know a lot of people are doom and gloom, and I get it, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, if day 2 ends tomorrow and we do not have a tackle figured out, I'm gonna be just as worried as all of you guys are right now. So prepare a seat for me just in case at the table. I'm just not I'm liking everything up to it. So, and it clearly not only are they being told, but you can just look at their moves and you can see they're waiting. What are you waiting for? And you're waiting for a tackle. Shout out to the homie Fred for the 1999 donation. He says, happy birthday. Appreciate you, Fred. Love you, homie. Always supporting the channel, man. Thank you very much, Fred. You're a good dude. And man, you got to come up here one day. I'm going to open it up to you guys in a little bit after we go over everything here. Because we haven't even got into the signings for today, which I got to say, guys, let's go, baby. Shout out to EM, the homie, in the comment section. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you, Freedom. Thank you, Paul. I wanna Mr. JDM kid. Bro, no baby number 3. Barney, don't worry. She's out there for you, my guy. Tubai, I actually gave my wife a back massage before I went live. And that's not even a lie, man. Swear on everything I love. Shout out to thank you, everyone. Jamel and everyone in the comments showing Dolphin. All of you, Ray, Carlos, every one of you, obviously EM2, Rome, all of you guys showing love to her. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate all of you guys. Oos, all of you, Jim, Fife Dog, every single one of you guys. Thank you so much. And I will tell her, all of you said it. Trust me, everyone. Richmond, Webb, Ball Game, everyone who's wished her a happy birthday today. I've told her, trust me. So, and I know she says thank you to all of you. So thank you, Wayne D. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, all of you, man. Oh, Kevin, no problem, bro. No problem, my guy. So, let's get into this. Because I want to open it up to you guys. Hey, man, the wife's asleep. She's dreaming her birthday dreams, and we got some things to go over. But I'm a free man. Let's rock this. You know what I mean? So I want to hear from you. Already 737 of you in the comment section. Man, we've gained almost 100 subscribers in just the past 2 days. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you need to help me with my friend Al. Who? Algorithm. Help me with him. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you are new. Appreciate each and every one of you. That said, let's get into it. Man, shout out to the homie. Mems. Shout out. He says, happy cake day to your wife, Uso. Shout out to the donation through PayPal from Mems Salanoa. Appreciate you, Uso. Thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you. And I'm going to send that. I'm going to send that to her PayPal. Don't worry. So I'm not even going to keep that. We're going to send that to the wifey. All right. So it started off today with actually a little one. And again, Sheldrick Redwine, $1.152 million, 1-year deal, keeping that defense intact, keeping the faces true. Thank you, Paris Life. Thank you, Zolan. Thank you, every single one. Can I be honest with you guys? The only move I don't like so far in free agency, obviously not taken care of, center and tackle yet. But the only move I don't like yet is they let my boy, EM's boy, Mac Hollins, walk. I am so bitter that they let Mac Hollins walk. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate you. I am so bitter that they let Mac Hollins walk. That is one of the best gunners in the NFL. I think he would have been perfect in this offense. You could use him as a hybrid tight end like Ian's been preaching. Now would have been the time in McDaniel's offense. So I don't like that they let him walk. That's one thing I don't like. I don't like that. I can't sing Return of the Mac every time he makes a big play. That's gone. That's out of my arsenal. The Mac attack is gone. The real Mac attack in the AFC East. All right? Not this Whack Jones, Mac Hollins, the real Mac. And he don't spell his name like it's a Big Mac. He spells it like a big boy with a K on the end. Shout out to Mac Hollins. I appreciated the shit out of you as a Dolphin. When I didn't as a Eagles, when I used to watch the Eagles a little as my second team before I denounced them after their coaching hire last year. The fact they didn't hire Eric Bieniemy was beyond me, but I guess it worked anyways. You were always hurt when an Eagle, but you were always reliable and always dependable as a Dolphin. You were a great leader. You were a fantastic special teams player. The work ethic you put in last offseason with Tua and perform. Salute to Mac Hollins. I am actually going to miss you. Shout out to the homie EM. That was one of his rightest calls ever. All right. Shout out to the homie EM on that because Mac Hollins was a stud. One of the most underrated players, you know, and he really started getting his recognition. I wish you would have stuck around, man. Really, I wish you would have stuck around. Honestly, it sucks you're leaving, bro. So, and if you would have been here for 5 or 6 years and given us what you had given, gotten better each year like you were, I would have been probably really hurt if you would have left us. That's the trajectory going. So, best of luck to Mac Hollins. Nothing but success to that man. One of the best afros in the league. One of the hardest workers in the room. Shout out to Mac Hollins. Shout out to the Watch Mister. This is for Mr. Reason. Happy birthday. Yep, I'm going to send your donations to tonight towards her. Like, I'm going to send yours, Watch Mister, and Freddie. I'm going to send your guys' donations to her tonight. Don't worry. So tonight is not about Reason. It's about a Miss Reason with the donations. So, you know, Sheldrick, Redwine, though, pivot back to this. They are keeping the defense intact. And I love it. I love it. I've already talked about how much I love the message re-upping Ogba sends. And I think they got him for, you know, I think he would have got over $17.5 million on the open market. So they did get a little bit of a pay cut. But, you know, a little bit of a discount. But honestly, guys, love it. I don't know what else to say. The defense is staying intact. And we know they tried to upgrade it with J.C. Jackson. So I like what I'm seeing. On the defensive side of the football, don't fix something if it isn't broken. Let's go. Smart. Good signing. Wow, Philip Leduc coming through with the $100 donation. Happy birthday to his wife, respectively. Now let's get some good Fins fan vibes for a tackle in the center. Boys, you are coming through tonight. Jeez. The wifey is going to be loving life. Happy birthday to Florida-born Kentucky grown with the $50 donation. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you coming through for the wifey tonight, man. You guys have donated like $225 to her. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Spot A for Mrs. Reason on y'all. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so very much, everyone. Man, like that's love, man. Like the fact that you guys appreciate me enough or think highly of me enough to donate to my wife, like, thank you so very much, everyone. Like, truly humbling. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, guys. You guys got the energy and the vibes going tonight, man. And we ain't even signed a tackle or a center yet. Oh boy. What are you guys gonna do when that happens? Who's running naked through the streets? Let me know. Um so and then what happened later on in the day? One of the best signings of the offseason because of how good of a fit this guy is in our system. Alec Ingold, deal worth up to $7.5 million with the Dolphins per source. And now Alec Ingold is the second highest paid fullback in the NFL behind Kyle Juszczyk from the 49ers. Like, wow. And I don't know if you guys have seen it. I might have to put together some film studies of these players, and Alec Ingold will get one. Wow, guys, you are coming through. Shout out to Topher for the $24 donation. He said, "Happy birthday, Mrs. Reason." Thank you very much, Topher. I appreciate you. You guys are coming through tonight, man. She's gonna wake up to a nice surprise tomorrow. And not just me. So appreciate all of y'all. So I think literally, other than Juszczyk, who fits this system better than what we're doing offensively? Alec Ingold fits this. Shout out 800 people in the room. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. Appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. Like, we literally, guys, look at our backfield right now. And we haven't even drafted a guy on day 2 or day 3 yet. Like, come on. Is no one else super intrigued here? Like, Raheem Mostert, Chase Edmonds, and Alec Ingold are our top 3 guys out of our backfield right now, with Ahmed and Gaskin backing them up and potentially a rookie on day 2 or day 3. Am I the only one who's kind of like super intrigued here after we've seen what running backs can do in Mike McDaniel's system? Like, good God. I mean, we're talking about a guy in Alec Ingold who he's special, man. He's special. He's the last of a dying breed. And you got to think Frank Smith, our offensive coordinator. Remember, he coached Ingold with the Raiders. So, and he's a pass catcher. He got 28 passes for 239 yards with his time with the Raiders, 8.5 yards per average catch. So, and he's only 25. Now he's coming off a torn ACL, but he's going to be ready for the start of the season. And remember, McDaniel, last year, the 49ers, they utilized the lead blocker on 40.3% of their running plays. So that tells you how instrumental Alec Ingold is going to be to what we do offensively. If 40.3 of their running plays last year had a lead blocker, think of the snaps Alec Ingold's going to get. So this is going to be a key piece, right? The Dolphins last year only did that 6.5% of the time, and the league average was 11.7. McDaniel did it 40.3%. Again, the 49ers also had 2 running backs in the backfield 25.1% of the time, while the Dolphins only had 2 running backs in the backfield 6.2% of the time. Things are going to change. And I'm telling you, these are under the radar signings that we're going to notice when we look back on this free agency. And we're going to say, wow, those small key pieces, they really were a difference. As long as they stay healthy. So, I mean, it's just interesting. I think Alec Ingold is a phenomenal signing. Like, I think Darrell Bevell is one of the most underrated and best coaching hires of the offseason. especially at the positional coach level. He's the best one. Alec Ingold is on that same thing. It's not sexy. Everyone's not going to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it next year. Dolphin fans who watch every game, who watch every snap, they're going to talk about it next year. Wow. Shout out to the homie Ryan. He comes through with a $60 donation. He said, aloha to you and yours. My God, man, I appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much, my friend. Wow, you guys are just rolling through. You guys are just rolling through. I appreciate it. Shout out to Showtime, who is currently in the chat right now. Shout out to the homie Showtime. So I'm telling you, these are moves we're going to talk about a year down the line and say, yes, let's go. And Alec Ingold in 2 years, if he stays healthy, Alec Ingold is going to be a player we're all banging on the table for them to re-sign and re-up. Telling you. Next one here, obviously happened later on this evening. And it's the Dolphins are giving former 49ers running back Raheem Mostert a 1-year, $3.125 million deal per his agent, Tesla Sports. It's good. We finally didn't do a deal with Drew Rosenhaus. You know, Drew Rosenhaus has earned enough commission to take care of generations in his family off the Dolphins. You know, remember, we were one of the worst running games in the league last year, especially after contact. You know, Mostert, who was originally a Dolphin, you know, he's gonna be 30. You know, and even when I told all y'all and was warning all y'all he was gonna be becoming a Dolphin, I said it, you know, 1-year deal. If you go back to my mock free agency, I had him on a 1-year deal, worth like $2.5 million, I think it was. So I was up by like 700,000, no, 600,000 or whatever. But you know, obviously he sustained that season-ending knee injury last year, but he should be good to go for the 2022 regular season. And you know, his doctor last week, Dan Cooper, you know, he examined him out in Dallas. He said he should be ready to go, and he, you know, Mozart even said, through his agent, Dr. Cooper said that in 6 years of doing the procedure on NFL players, this is the best recovery he's seen, and there's no reason to believe Raheem won't be fully healthy and ready to go. Now, you remember Mostert, he averaged 5.7 yards per carry on 284 carries, and you know, that would be the highest among active players if he had enough carries to qualify. So, and remember, in that 2020 championship game against Green Bay, he was the one who had 29 carries for that postseason 49ers record of 220 yards on the ground. And you know, it was the second most rushing yards in NFL postseason history, behind only Eric Dickerson's 248 in 1986. So this tells you how dynamic Mosert's going to be as long as he stays healthy. So think about this. We averaged 3.5 yards per carry last season. We've added Mostert, who averaged 5.7 yards, and we've added Edmonds, who averaged 4.7 yards. You're telling me we're not already making a difference? And we also added Connor Williams, who was one of the best run blocking guards in the NFL last year. Let's go. And they got Alec Ingold to lead the way into the gap. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Let's go, man. Wow, the donations still keep coming. Y'all are wilding right now. God damn. Watching everybody coming through big time tonight, man. Love to see the support. Now, Armstead, the $100 bomb. Jeez, y'all are out here making it a birthday to remember. Julian comes through with $50. Said, let's get some tackles. What are the chances Linderbaum makes it to 29? I think he's gonna go in the early 20s. To be honest with you, you know, there's some teams up there that really worry me. What if the Eagles want to take him because they want a long-term replacement for Kelsey? Because I know they kicked they drafted what's his face, the guy from Alabama, the center last year. But I know Kelsey still played inside for them. You know, if you look at it right now, I got to do a deep dive. The kid they drafted out of Alabama last year, the one who was always injured. Oh, why is his name slipping my head? He's solid, but he's like injured every year. Dickerson, Landon Dickerson. Yeah. I think he played guard for them last year, if I remember correctly. Give me a sec. Let me double check on that. Pretty sure he might have played guard last year for them. I think I was looking at him recently. Let me just double check. Give me a sec, guys. Go into my snap counts. Oh, there you go. Come on, Sid. There you go. Give me one sec, guys. Yeah, they played him at left guard and right guard last year. Left guard, he had 834 snaps. Right guard, 91. Right? What if they want to bring him in to now replace Kelsey? Right? So teams like that, you got to worry for. Right? So that does kind of worry me, and then I got to watch. Dallas is always a team to keep an eye on, right? I know they drafted Tyler Biotish last year, a couple years, 2 years ago, so we'll see, right? And yes, Bradley Boozman is still on the market, Chris Solo, and guess what, Chris? Thank you for bringing that name up, because if they signed a tackle and didn't get J.C. Treader and got Boozman, I'd be okay with that. So there's options. There are options available for the Miami Dolphins right now. And then finally, before I open it up for you guys, the picks were made official today, like the third round, the compensatory picks and the compensation picks were all made finalized today. So here's our official 29, 50, 102, 121, 125, 158, 224, 247. Man, I hope Ariza falls to 121 or 125, but I got a bad feeling you're gonna have to take him in the third round. And so those are the official picks for us, guys. So there you go. Because remember, guys, it's March 16th. Oh, and guys, I booked it. May 1st, I'm going to be out in Orlando. Maybe I'll do a small little off-season meet and greet. I'll be out for training camp this year. I'll also be down for a game. But May 1st to 11th, I will be down in Orlando. I'll be traveling to the Miami area because I'll be going to check out Perform. I'll be going to check out Nick. I'm hoping to catch up with Tua actually at Perform as well. So I'll be taking a day out, while my kids and my wife lay by the pool or whatever. I'm going to be reaching out to Perform. So maybe if I'm down there, I'll try and get together, because I know a bunch of you are in the Orlando area as is. So I know Logan's down. Ball Game wants to reach out. I know Rhino wants to get together. So just food for thought for y'all to keep in the back of your minds, because that's not far away. I'll be leaving the day after the day 3 of the draft. So there you go. CB's there. Let's go, baby. Your boys got to get into bathing suit shape, guys. So there you go. There's our draft order. Heading into this draft. Shout out to Philip Leduc for becoming a member. Appreciate you. But yeah, that's what we're heading in with. And guys, like I've said, just take care of the business on the offensive line so you can get that flexibility heading into the draft. Just get it done. Take care of it. Watch Mr. You can hit the join button right below. Down below, right next to subscribe, there should be a button that says join. There's also a link in the description below where you can join directly. But I dropped the link, and I've dropped the StreamYard link for all y'all if any of you want to come up. I see a couple of you noticed and are starting, so I'll give you a few minutes to come up. But take care of your P's and Q's in free agency so you can be as flexible as possible come draft time. If we can walk in by taking care of a tackle and a center. And if you got to roll with Austin Jackson at left tackle for 1 year, but your left guard, your center, your right guard, your right tackle are taken care of, and you only really need a left tackle, an inside linebacker, an X receiver, and a day 2, day 3 running back are really the only main needs heading in, and then nothing but depth. That's the way. That's the way to get it in. Just get the flexibility. Just get the flexibility. Like, just get the flexibility. All right, we got guys coming up here. I've dropped the link again, guys. Give me 1 sec here.
Hey,
Todd,
reason. First things first.
buddy?
Tell your wife happy birthday from me. Because of her, you're able to do what you do for us.
Right.
Appreciate it,
Couldn't
man.
have done it without her, man.
For sure, I will, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, dude.
Same here. Give her my wishes also.
For sure, man. I see Powerhouse starting to get active in those Twitter spaces, huh?
Yeah, man, they're fun.
Yeah, they are. They'll get out of hand.
Yeah.
But what are you guys thinking on free agency right now, man?
Dude,
Like,
I am loving our running back room coming together like this.
I'm loving everything. We've got so much speed on this offense now. I can't wait for us to stack up on the O-line, and let's see what Tua can do. You know?
Now, are we bringing back our second tight end?
what do you? Oh, Durham Smythe?
Smythe.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like. Hasn't
I
been
don't
much
think
talk
so
around him.
either. I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a good of a question for me as it is for anyone else. CB, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Now,
Yo, what's going
Hey,
on,
I-
man? These moves have been great, man. I love it.
one
Yeah,
of the
man.
guys you've had on your show before, I can't think of his name. He was on some panel show tonight
Okay.
on Dolphins Talk. He said Miami is in deep discussions with Collins, is what he hears about reworking a contract. I guess before a
Yeah,
trade.
that was on what's it called?
Dolphins Talk.
I know, but someone okay, what's his face? Some guy named Logan Lane was the first one to report it.
Yeah.
And
If
what do you
we
think
and I
of
don't
that?
know. I've heard opposite.
Oh.
I've heard his market's not hot right now because of his red flags, and that's why no teams really like ponied up even a late round pick right now, because everyone knows you got to get what you can because you're going to release him
Right.
anyways.
Collins and Shredder would be perfect additions for this line.
Oh,
what's
we'd be
his
ready to
what's
go.
his red flags? What's his red flags?
So he got suspended for weed, but also apparently
Actually,
he
he got
he was-
suspended for not doing the test.
he was trying to bribe the piss collector.
Wouldn't this be like another Tunsil situation if we can pick him up? Will we
Like
you know,
CB, when we go backstage, I'll let you know what the deal is on. I'll let you know what the deal is in terms of like who filled me in on this shit, and when you hear who it is, you'll be like,
But
you'll know what it is.
But
Hey,
you know
but
that-
you know, I heard that from
Lyle has always had a bad rap. Though.
JP was on a show live the other night, and he said that.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. Like,
Remember,
You know, if all it is weed, they don't even test for that anymore.
bro,
you
it's
know
about
what I mean?
trying to bribe the piss collector, bro.
Yeah.
It's not the weed, bro. It's this man trying to
No,
bribe.
no,
Like,
I know, but I'm saying it now. He doesn't even have to worry about it. He can go take his damn piss.
and the reason
no big
is
deal.
now if he screws up, there's
He's a
rumblings.
1-year suspension.
That's it.
right? Because refusal to take the drug test per the collective bargaining is automatically viewed as a positive test.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
But see, man,
Yeah.
between him and that center, man, oh my God, with Williams at guard,
Yo,
honey,
the fullback signing is money.
dude,
too.
I
The
don't
system's
care who's
hey,
running
the
left
system's
tackle at
falling in
that point.
place.
I don't care who's running left tackle because Tua will be able to step up in the pocket and won't have to worry about his blind side.
Yeah.
actually have a pocket.
Yeah, you'll
Nah,
have a.
Yeah,
I need.
he'll actually
Hey,
have one.
I need a left tackle though, man. We need to share that up.
No,
I
but
don't. I mean,
what
as
I'm
far
saying, if we
I
draft
understand
one,
what you're
it's not
saying.
as bad.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying, but I'd like us to get guys that can shore up the offensive line. I don't want any questions on the
Dude,
offensive line.
I did
Exactly.
not.
Oh,
I
I'm
would really
100.
like to go into this
I
season
did
without
not
questions.
like seeing that pickup by Buffalo tonight.
Bro, you see how much money they can knock yourself out,
Exactly.
bro.
Yeah, but
Like,
so
come on.
We need
that
a tackle. We need a tackle now. Like,
But-
Yeah, I
We
know.
need two tackles.
hold on a sec. Fake Spike 94. Wake up, wife. Wake wife up. It's party time in her honor. LOL. Shout out to Julian and 416J who just joined. 416J actually, he did the 2 edits on that I got on this thumbnail, and he did the Connor Williams edit yesterday. So shout out to him.
Hey, your wife is gonna be like, "Damn, tomorrow."
Yeah, bro. I might have to slip myself a 20 off this, bro. Like finder's fee, bro. Shit.
some gas money.
No, just some 10% finder's fee, bro. That's all. You know?
Dude, take her out to a nice ass dinner with it.
Oh, bro, dude, where we're going next weekend, where I'm taking her, they got a 48-ounce tomahawk for like $168. So like,
Oh,
we're going to like a pretty nice steakhouse that just opened up. So that she wanted to go
When
to.
you're in
so.
when you're in Orlando, I might swing down that way.
From the Jacks.
Yeah, I'm only an hour and a half.
Yeah. So,
Hey, I'm in Orlando, man.
let me ask you guys this. Let's say we whiff on Lyle Collins and Taron Armstead. Would you guys be okay with Trent Brown?
You know what worries me about Trent Brown is he misses more time than Armstead.
Yeah,
That's
what worries me about. I'm pissed off we didn't get Morgan Moses. $5 million a year. I would have taken Morgan Moses for $5 million a year.
I was about to say the same thing. I think he fit the scheme. Like,
that
would have been. Lie. If we don't get Lyle, I'm not sure who we're going for at right tackle.
I know. I agree with you
they're
there
going
because
for
Eichenberg. I do think they. I think they want Armstead, man.
And to the Trent Brown point, really quick, like under Flores, I would have loved it, but honestly, under this scheme, I'm not a fan.
Now let me ask you this.
Hold on a sec. Shout out to the Watch Mister. It was his birthday yesterday. Everyone in the comments, spam him with happy birthday. Happy birthday, man.
Happy belated birthday, brother.
Damn, you don't got to donate. You should have just came in and said, hey, reason it was my birthday yesterday, bro. Come on.
Hey, but on a serious note, though, what about that guy that was undrafted by us, Ronald Jones or something Jones?
Robert Jones.
He didn't play bad the last game.
We need some, bro.
He's not ready yet.
I need some sure things,
we need
bro.
real guys.
We need
I
some
agree.
sure things here,
I agree,
dude.
but we're running out of sure things.
And we got, I know, but we got no veteran. Like, Eric Fisher would be better than nothing.
Yeah, at left tackle, but I'm talking about right tackle.
I know, but I'm saying, like, if you can't get Lyle Collins, or you
as another tackle option.
At least you can go in and get Abraham Lucas at like 50 or try to trade up from 102.
Daryl Williams is out there too, right?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Another young stopgap guy. Give him a 2-year deal. Get out after one. Perfect example, Julian. Go get a stopgap. I'm fine if they get good tier 2 stopgaps. I'm fine with that.
I forgot about that guy Williams
because we don't even have that.
Yeah, Billy Turner too from Green Bay.
Billy Turner, no, we pass it on.
We're gonna bring him back, We're gonna bring him back. I don't want Brian Balaga because I know he's just been like nosediving since he left Green Bay.
Is Peters a free agent even though he's old as dirt? Good experience.
Yeah, I don't know. Now we're getting to like 38, 39-year-olds, bro. You know, like.
I'm talking about 1-year deal until if we draft somebody to learn under or bring somebody in to learn.
I mean, hey, Whitworth, so I can't really make an argument.
So we got 2 really solid running backs. We got a fullback. We just need a couple linemen now, and it's gonna be icing on the cake.
And
wait till people fall in love with Alec. Bro, you remember how people were quietly kind of falling in love with Chandler Cox for some reason? Oh, they're gonna love Alec Ingold.
Yeah.
I did not know anything about him. But
I gotta say this. I gotta say this. Justin Moss, if we did not get a left tackle and we got a right tackle and center and Penning fell to us at 29, please. Please. But I don't think he's making it out of the top 20. So.
Man, I'm happy with
Yo,
free
hey,
agency so far.
this run game is about to be crazy, boy.
Nasty.
People going everywhere. I'm telling you.
Bro, I need a tackle next to Connor Williams like him that will smash you in the mouth.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Armstead. I'm
Armstead
telling you
and
right now.
Williams
compared
on
to
that
the
side. Oh my
Reason,
goodness.
compared to the previous regime, this seems like a plan. They're filling out areas that in
This is a
bunches
scheme.
in the right. Yeah, and they're completely hitting it on every level.
That's the key. They're all scheme fits.
Yeah.
The scheme, yeah. And when you look at Teron Armstead, did you see the film of him pulling? If you go to YouTube and search it, there's a film dedicated to just outside zone pulls.
He's a monster.
By the way, what are his injuries?
Hold on, let him finish. Let him finish, bro. CB, go. Keep going.
So the dude is literally running. You could YouTube it. Get on YouTube and watch Teron Armstead pulling. Nothing but pulling. This dude pulls around the corner like a semi-Mack truck, and he just runs dudes over.
Bro. And he got
2
the
to
pop.
3 people at a time, yo.
Bro, you know my saying, bro. When people got strong hands, my saying, quoted by Reason, he got more pop in his hands than a can of soda, bro. And
man,
and I'm telling you, that guy, like, you watch him, like, I forget who it was. I want to say it was like DeMarcus Lawrence or someone, and he's going up against him. And he just squared him up, kept his hands nice and tight, just popping him in the chest, backing him off.
Hey,
Marcus tried to spin, then he just mirrored him and popped him back. I was like, oh my god, bro.
What are his injuries?
We call that getting him out of the club. Straight bodying people, yo.
He's special,
get him
bro.
out the club. Picking up
people don't realize when he's healthy, he's a top 3 left tackle in football.
What are his injuries, though?
He's a
what have his
monster.
injuries been?
By the way, hold on a second. Shout out to BK2 Day for the $20 donation. He said 15, but yo, if you got a message that goes with that BK2 Day, drop it there because I think you got you got it messed up there. What did you ask, Todd? Sorry.
What has his injuries been? Have they been anything super serious, or
so I know he told in 2016 he tore his labrum in his shoulder.
It's like lower extremity.
Yeah, in 2017 I think he fractured like something in his hand. In 2018 he had a foot injury, and he had a hamstring injury. What happened to him last year again? Because I know he missed games last year.
I don't remember.
I thought it was
it like an ACL or something? Something with his leg?
I thought it was something with the leg.
Hold on a sec. I got that wrong. That was I was reading the wrong guy's what's his face? I had the wrong Armstead. So okay, so he's had yeah, you're right. Whoever said that? Okay, so he missed oh yeah, that's what it was. In 2018 he tore his pec. Remember?
Okay.
He tore his pec. Yeah. Then in 2019, he missed 2 games with an ankle injury. And then last year, he had that elbow injury. And then he had the knee injury is what held him out for most of the year.
Right.
The knee, that's what it was. Yeah.
But the pec injury was like the big injury before. Because remember, he had like, it said he's facing off-season knee surgery.
Armstead?
He went under.
Probably getting his scoped or something.
He underwent it in on January 18, 2022. Okay, so
see, I would want to know exactly what kind of knee injury and what kind of surgery.
Yeah, you never like articles.
These dudes get
you never like
fluid drained from their knees.
You never like when you see articles. Right? Yeah. You never like when you see articles that say Teron Armstead absent again. That's for sure. But I know the pec was the big injury and now the knee injury. But other than that, it's been all like little other than the pec and the knee, it's been like little bang up injuries.
Missing 2 games with a sprained ankle, you can deal with that in the season.
Yeah, I was reading Arik Armstead. I confused Arik and Teron Armstead there originally when I was reading it off. So his is just the big pec, little injuries, and then that knee injury last year. And by the sounds of it, he played a couple games questionable through the knee injury. So it might have been a cleanup procedure. It doesn't like
It might have been okay.
I'm not
That's-
seeing like torn
that's
ACL
what
or
it looks
anything
like.
like that. You know what I mean?
You know, because my thought process on that is, I'm not a big guy, but I have an artificial knee, and I have I went through 6 ACLs, and I got an artificial hip.
Yeah.
I know how long it took me to rehab mine. And the bigger, sometimes the bigger you are, and especially these big offensive linemen, that's a lot of weight to put on that joint when you're rehabbing it.
Yeah.
But they're also super strong dudes too. So
I know that.
Because he wasn't injury prone coming out of college.
See, that's the thing, though. I looked at when Tua they were calling him injury prone coming out of college. The stuff I saw from Tua, besides the hip injury, was nothing that he didn't was minor.
And it was on Alabama why he missed games because they gave him the tightrope surgery.
Right.
Right.
So what I'm saying, though, is it wasn't
they force
anything
them
to
to
worry about because that normally happens to football players during a season.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The context is so important when it comes to injuries.
Oh, no one's 100% by the end of the year, bro.
Yeah, but look at Jalen Phillips. Everybody was talking about his concussion issues. We haven't seen not one. And that was because of a car accident. No one wanted to bring that up. It was just concussion issues. He didn't have any at Miami, and he didn't have any with the Miami Dolphins his first year.
My understanding here in LA was that had more to do with the university making the decision than him.
Yeah.
That they didn't want to take on the liability of him playing with a potential, history of concussions.
Right, but then if you look at it, that's what made him drop to us in the draft. He
exactly
been picked higher.
Yeah, he would have been a top 10 pick if not for that.
Yeah.
So context, like Reese's always said, context is so damn important on this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see, I gotta get you guys. I want to get your guys' opinion because I'm fine with Bradley Boozman at center. He's just was the lower totem pole guy I would chase. You know what I mean? Like
Neil's boy.
Yeah, I would have liked Brian Allen in front of him. Obviously, Jensen. I want JC Treader in front of him. I guess then that's when Boozman comes in. Bozeman, whatever. That's when he comes in.
Any news on Treader getting any looks at by anybody else?
I haven't heard anything on Treader. He's probably taking his time. Like, did you guys see? Was it Dwayne Brown or Trent Brown Trent Brown scheduled a meeting with the Seahawks tomorrow?
Yeah, Trent Brown.
Yeah. So these guys are taking their freaking sweet time, huh? And you know what someone said to me tonight? They're and not a source or anyone in the know, but they said to me, they're you got to think they might be waiting around for players to get cut because we've already seen a lot of crazy cuts. What if some more crazy cuts happen?
That's true.
Thank you to Watson because everybody's trying to clear space.
Yeah, exactly.
Get in that bid.
Bro, I'm trying to figure out what Atlanta's offering for Deshaun Watson. Other than Kyle Pitts, who do they have on that roster? You can't trade Calvin Ridley right now. Who on that roster are you juicing over right now? Literally, try and name someone other than Kyle Pitts. I'll give you
Ryan.
in a trade back for Deshaun Watson,
AJ Terrell, maybe. I don't know.
It's just enough to put fans in the stand.
See, if you end it with I don't know, we're reaching, right? Because there ain't no one.
You think they would take Matt Ryan?
No, Matt Ryan has a no trade clause.
Oh,
okay.
And he's going to Indianapolis. If they acquire Deshaun Watson,
that would be the perfect deal for Indianapolis.
He's already dude. They've been in this is a public report. They've been in contact with him since last week that they were pursuing Deshaun Watson because Deshaun Watson called Atlanta personally because he's from Gainesville, and he called them personally and so they've been in contact with Matt Ryan, and from what I've heard, Matt Ryan's already pre-approved if they're going to trade him to Indianapolis.
Your guy made a good call yesterday on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jarvis Landry's trying to go to Atlanta also.
Yeah, and why do you think he is all of a sudden now? Huh?
Yeah, because of Watson.
Because he's tired of the Baker and he wants a real quarterback.
Yep.
Shout out to Melvin. He said Tua hasn't had any injuries he had in college besides a finger. And Melvin, we know this year he was held out longer than last year, and we go back to the Jets game he missed in his rookie season that he got held out of, that he was ready to play through. So
I'm with you. Losing Hollins broke my heart today, man.
Yeah, it sucked. Barney says, "What happens to Baker though?" I saw someone today say Baker, if they don't trade for Deshaun, which I don't think who's going to want to say, "Yo, I'll voluntarily go to Cleveland."
That was a shot,
bro. They were just sending a message to Baker, but they're going to backpedal real quick because they're going to need him for at least one more year.
Yep.
Dude, but that was a shot. We need an adult at quarterback. I'm like, damn, that's a shot to throw out in public.
But if you're Baker, would you want to go back?
Nope.
No.
I mean, you got to leave at that point.
I mean, regardless of how he played, regardless of how he played, like, one, they're actively pursuing Watson. Two, taking the underhanded shots in.
And
I
heard
media.
I heard Nick Chubb's in that package.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Oh
yeah.
My goodness, I would take that in a heartbeat.
They still have
because they have Dernis Johnson and Kareem Hunt.
That's what they say. They still have Hunt. He's
and they tendered Johnson, right? So I'm just sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Wicked Football. I was just adding to you. I heard Chubb. I just thought you guys might want to know. I heard Chubb was in the package.
No, that's fine. It's just one of those things. Like, I know Cleveland has the capital to make something happen, but like you said, who's going to volunteer to go to Cleveland?
Yeah. Did you see Amari Cooper's face when he got signed to Cleveland?
Oh, he already looks like he's depressed and ready to go home.
It's hilarious.
I didn't see it.
Hey,
bro.
reason. Let
Drew
me ask
Carey
you this.
lied to all of us when he sung Cleveland Rocks, bro. Let me tell you all that.
Who's the Pro Bowl quarterbacks next year in the NFC if he stays in the AFC? Watson.
Watson's going to the NFC.
Yep.
It's going to be New Orleans, Carolina, or Atlanta. He's not going to Cleveland, bro.
Have the Watsonites chilled out yet, or are they still out in full effect?
I don't know, bro. They probably think we still got a chance.
Would Baker end up in Seattle?
That's a good.
I was going to say that too.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Probably not going to have to trade much for him.
No.
Seattle needs somebody at this point.
If I was Washington, I'm kicking myself in the ass for not waiting on Wentz.
Yeah.
That I'm telling you, that would have been the perfect destination for Watson.
You know what though? Baker could also end up
because
in
I know there's word going around these YouTube streets about some Tyreek Hill Dolphins.
Oh God.
That isn't. I have not heard that.
That is a joke.
I have heard something different, and the person that I heard it from, I don't really, I can't speak on their credibility. So, but I heard 3 different receiver names, and none of them were Tyreek Hill. I didn't even put it on my Patreon because this person told me privately, and and there were screenshots involved of where it came from, and the person that they say these screenshots are from, who came from, has a couple 100,000 Twitter followers and is very credible. But I don't know if it was photoshopped, if it was whatever, if there was a legit DM conversation between them.
Right.
And the 3 names that I heard were not Tyreek was not involved.
I don't see
party with
Tyreek.
3 names, man?
The 3 names I heard were Terry McLaurin, Deebo Samuel,
Deebo,
and AJ Brown.
Now I've heard Deebo was having lunch down here with.
Yeah. There's already videos of that. The reason why so basically where I heard these from was basically do you guys on Twitter My Sports Update?
No.
Ari Mirov. He has a couple 100,000 followers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, my kid. Kid follows.
Yeah, he's on. He used to be just like a profile pic, and then he's now a pic because he works for PFF and stuff now.
Right.
It was one of my subscribers. Apparently, there screenshots of him having a conversation with Ari in the DMs, and those were the names he was given.
Why would Francisco even part with Deebo?
So I checked in. My boy Matt Valdivinos, who's been in on this show, He covers the Washington Commanders because he's a Washington fan, draft analyst, but he's a little plugged into them. He told me, it is all quiet with the McLaurin extension front, but what he heard is that they want to work on the extension with him because he's a leader in the offensive locker room. And then, the more I thought about it, and this is why I didn't put it on Patreon or anything like that, the more I thought about it, I'm like, how much is it going to cost for all these players? And the reason why I was basically, the reason that was that I could come, the conclusion I could come to as to why we wanted these 3 players, they haven't been extended yet.
Yep.
That was the conclusion. You're getting high quality with a year or 2 still
Rookie
on the
deals.
contract. Yeah, that you don't have to, that you extend down the line and don't hit us in year 1.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
See, that's what
They're
I
still on rookie
heard.
deals.
Yeah.
What I heard regarding Debo was that.
But I'm going to say, take what I just told you with a pinch of salt. That's why I did not put it on Patreon.
Yeah.
I didn't open the show talking about it. I'm just
Right.
telling you something, and I just gave you guys the exact detail of how it went down. So,
God, Debo would be nice here.
He would.
I don't think Shanahan will let him. Let him.
Oh, I don't either. That's why I said, why
It
would
would take
You
a
know how
lot
much?
to get him.
Think of it. All 3 of those guys would at least the probably starting price would be a first and a third. The starting
Yes.
price.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that worth it though for Debo?
Well, you're not
Yep.
finding a better player at 29 than any 3 of those guys, bro.
That's what
Buddy, I am
I
a McLaurin F1 scary Terry fan.
Yep.
That guy is a freaking dude. When Fitzpatrick got hurt last year, Washington fans got robbed of what him and Fitzpatrick could have probably done together, bro.
Yes, Terry is.
But I don't think you guys realize how good AJ Brown is. He could
he's a
probably
beast.
be just as dynamic as Debo.
But do you think, and then I thought about that.
In that
like,
system?
Do you think Tennessee's really going to trade AJ Brown?
They just dropped Julio Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why I was like,
they can't afford to now.
Yeah.
But see, I heard Frisco is not. I heard they weren't, and this is being out here on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Is that they're a little shy about what Debo is going to ask for.
And McDaniel will give him the bag. And he'll take a discount to play with McDaniel.
Yep.
I can't wait for that. If that happens,
dude, I'm
gonna tell you this right now. I would actually think I wouldn't be surprised if he waits out an extension and he tries to hit free agency.
I'm throwing a bag at him.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro, because I think people don't realize I think he wants to play with McDaniel again.
Yes.
Dude, I tell you right now, if we get Debo in a trade.
Yeah,
remember what you said, Reed? No, but if we get him in a trade. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So he's got 4-year deal because he was drafted in the second round. So 19, 20, 21. So this is his last year? 2022, 2019, he was drafted.
So they might trade him then if they don't think they're going to be able to get the extension.
That's why.
So he is now this is his extension year.
Oh,
this is the final year on that rookie deal. That's why they would be willing to move him.
It would make sense for us to get him.
Run down Jacksonville streets damn naked, like you said earlier.
But if we get Debo and Waddle are starting receivers, bro.
Oh, God.
Dude,
hold on,
I will open up a Pornhub channel so y'all can watch me run naked down the street, bro.
Hey, but you got to add in Wilson to that too, because Wilson gets his separation.
People are sleeping on how good this guy's gonna be, bro.
Yeah, man.
People are gonna wake up. They're gonna say,
Wilson's a dog, man.
I'm telling you, I might have been wrong about Albert Wilson last year. I think a lot of people were because he was showing us. But Cedric Wilson going to be what we thought and more we were going to get with Albert Wilson last year.
But those 3 receivers and with Gesicki out there.
What's the situation with Albert Wilson?
I don't know, man.
He's probably gone.
I'd bring him back on like a vet min, nothing guaranteed. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to say it again. Man, if we got to draft George Pickens at 50 and he's our ex, I'm okay.
I remember him coming out of high school because he turned down the Hurricanes and went up there. I was like, damn.
Well, hey, now that you got Cristobal and Van Dyke, not a lot of people are going to be turning you down for the next couple of years.
No, you know what I like is our offensive line. Our offensive line coach came from Oregon, the guy who developed Penn Ice well. and the defensive line coach who developed all those defensive linemen up there.
You know, it's crazy, guys. If McDaniel would have been our coach last year, you know, we would have taken Panay, right?
Yeah.
Like, we would have taken Panay.
And Najee.
Oh, God.
We would have gotten Najee.
I don't know if they would have gone first round on a running back still,
I will
but
tell you,
Najee would have been a perfect fit for this offense.
Our running back room already looks completely different when Gaskins is number 3 on the depth chart.
Is he 3 or is he 4? Because everyone keeps forgetting
probably 4.
The Ahmed connection.
Yeah,
Daniel and Shanahan,
Probably
right?
4.
We nabbed Ahmed when they were trying to stash him on their practice squad.
Yeah,
and remember, they are the exact same player, basically, right? You know, if you listen, a lot of people's comp for Ahmed coming out was actually Myles Gaskin, and they're the similar player, except Ahmed's a little bit more explosive.
Dude, that's a nice running back room
better
right
burst.
there.
And we're not done. I will bet anyone we draft someone on day 2, day 3.
So that means what's his name is gone. Dokes is
Jared
gone.
Dokes. Yeah.
Dokes is still on the practice squad.
Didn't even get a shot.
Yeah, he's on
And
the practice
if we draft somebody, are we going to keep 4 or 5 running backs? Do we trade a Gaskins or drop a Gaskins?
I think they drop. Don't you save like $3 million if you drop Gaskins? $3 or $4 million.
Yeah.
So you get rid of Gaskins, you have Ahmed, the guy you draft, and there you go.
Mostert and oh my God, I cannot wait to see.
Yo, can you imagine our screen game if we get Armstead?
Hold on. I got to jump in. This is something because
please fix the O-line so we can really reap the rewards of what they're doing back there.
Yo,
we
gotta have an athletic tackle, yo.
And you see what Buffalo just did?
Well, that's the thing, bro. CB, we have it in Austin Jackson. It's just technique, and fundamentally, he's shit.
Yeah.
But the athletic profile is perfect for this offense, if you think about it.
But also, just Austin ain't really. He's not really growing up.
He's
yet,
not a
so
dog, and he's not a dog, bro.
He ain't got it in him yet. So
can't Williams get that out of him?
Fundamental to technique, he's shit. He's not a dog. He looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane. 330 pounds with no anchor. Someone explain this to me.
And you know what? If he had that, if he could have that dog in him with his athletic
you know what
ability,
Richmond Webb says to me every
it would
game,
be
Todd?
scary.
Every time we talk about Austin Jackson, you know what the first words out of Richmond Webb's mouth is?
What?
That boy needs to hit the weight room.
But
gain the anchor. That's what he keeps saying to me. Like, that's on him. The anchor, and the reason why he didn't last in the interior at 330 pounds, that's on you as much as you got to get better technique and fundamentals.
Give me an example.
But check this out. Yo, he's young too, so keep that in mind.
No.
So he's a young tackle.
Yeah, agreed.
He might not even have his grown man strength yet. Like,
bro, agreed.
He may not have it
110%.
Hey, but I will also say this: if he can't develop,
and I even said that in my scouting report, CB83. I said at 330 pounds, if you go back and listen to me when we drafted, before we drafted him, when I did my tackle big board, I said when he grows into his grown man strength, and after we drafted him, I said that too. That's when you'll see something.
And I will say this: if he can't develop with all the offensive linemen,
CB83. I've been consistent since McDaniel came in here. Austin stays. You got to see what they can do with him because the athletic profile. You know what I mean? Like, he fits. And you're right, bro. In the screen game and pulling, he's one of the best guys for us, CB.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. The other guy that we called the cheap Austin Jackson that we picked up, you think he would fit someone to try to develop?
Get Greg Little off my team, bro. Fubar, what were you gonna say, bro? You were gonna
when we were talking about the screen game, like the other day when we were talking, you know, I had to admit that my kid schooled me on Edmonds, and I've gone back and I've started watching some of the film on him. And let me tell you what, like when they moved him out, when the Arizona moved him out to the slot, and I'm watching him run routes. I mean, I am impressed. He is more.
He has a complete package.
He is multi-dimensional, and I told my kid, you know, when I took him to work tonight, I was like, Vinny, baby, I was wrong. You weren't kidding. Like, his film is really good.
Julian, you need to say the comment in the private chat. live because it's the comment of the day. So go ahead, bro.
Debo contract extension.
Yeah, the floor is yours, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's probably going to be about 5 years, $534 million.
Thank you, Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
Jeez, he's not even lying, bro. He's gonna be the first
right now,
player.
Green Bay will never trade with Jacksonville again after what they just screwed them with the wide receiver market.
Can I say this though? Can I say this? Is anyone I know a lot of people are impressed by the Bills and Von Miller. The Ravens are making a lot of good moves in free agency right now.
Yeah.
Darius Smith.
Yeah,
oh my gosh. Yeah.
I can't believe New England traded that guard or the
Shaq
tackle. Yeah, for what he was a good. New England's losing their mind. They let J.C. Jackson walk for not as much as I thought he'd get on the open market. I thought he'd get the $20 million.
Todd, do you really think Belichick don't have a game plan, bro?
You have to have one.
Hey, but check this out.
Do they have an offensive coordinator yet?
I don't know. You haven't looked. Good question.
I don't know.
Yeah, that is a good question.
That is a good question. Let me look right now.
Shit.
Well, CB, you go talk. I'm going to look at that right now.
But when you look at what McDaniels is, when you look at what he's doing with the offense, you're just going to be able to, teams are going to have to defend the whole entire field. When you look at our team.
God.
Like Chase Edmonds, Mostert, they're going to have to defend the outside lane.
Waddle.
They promoted their wide receivers coach in the last 2 years to the offensive.
Our offense is going to be dynamic. I'm telling you. Defense they're just going to be looking around like, what the fuck? Who are we going to defend on these plays? We don't know where the ball is going.
I just want to see McDaniel come out with the white trench coat, coming out as a mad scientist on the sideline with all those pieces to play with.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard me, Todd. They promoted their wide receiver coach. Yeah. So give him Scott Hall, bro.
Imagine if the Patriots become the new
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Go
ahead, Powerhouse.
Imagine if the Patriots become the new Jets, we become the new Buffalo, and Buffalo becomes the new Patriots.
Oh, does the Patriots by new Patriots mean dynasty?
No, I'm just saying winning wise, as
God damn, why can't we be the new Patriots, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, man.
Don't throw that out there.
You're right.
Don't even put that out in that.
Now I sat through New England winning for 20
man.
years. Now I gotta sit through Buffalo. Shoot me in the face, because anyone who knows me knows I hate them the most out of any team.
They got rid of the Dolphin killer up front.
They look really good, though.
Yeah, I hope dude. I don't hope injury on any player, but I hope Von Miller has diarrhea for 3 years and he cannot play against the Miami Dolphins, bro.
Wait. But if you looked at the contract, somebody was saying earlier when that news broke, that contract is backloaded.
Yep, bro.
So that tells me that
all in right now. We'll deal with the cap hell in a couple years.
Or can Buffalo have an out there?
I'll see when the contract. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. Let me see if the
you know what I'm saying?
up. I'm on over the cap.
I did not like that. I was so hoping he was going to go to Dallas after they got screwed by Denver.
After Gregory
Gregory screwed him over with Denver.
Mm-hmm.
We'll slow Von Miller.
Yeah, they haven't put it in yet.
Okay.
Isn't it $60 million guaranteed?
Yeah, but they haven't put in the years and the cap number, the base salary, the dead cap, all that stuff. They don't have the contract deals yet on over the cap.
Yeah,
what about the Armstead deal?
Bro, 33 and you just signed him to 6 years.
Didn't Armstead
he was just talking about retirement and he signs for another 6 years.
How do you pay a 33-year-old 6 years, $120 million, bro?
And it's his position.
$45 million.
And look at his position, though. He has to have quickness. It's not like he can lose his step.
Von Miller's a beast, but not at that cap.
Give him a cut. I would have given him a couple of years at the max.
Has Bobby Wagner signed anywhere?
Years.
No. But this shows you, look at how much they've been trying to invest in edge rushers. Everyone was trying to give me the work over Greg Rousseau and his preseason snaps against Panay.
Yeah.
And then Panay gets kicked to left when Decker goes down, and then they move him back to right. And he's one of the best right tackles in football for the last half of the season. And Greg Rousseau's like a ghost somewhere. I don't know where he is right now.
Dude, Ogba looks like a steal now.
Buddy, it's $16.5 million compared to $20 million for Vaughn.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
At 33, oh, let's go.
all day.
Yeah.
Bro, that
Vaughn deal's a little tricky though, because what's going to end up happening is after that third year, he got all his money up front, so he'll just restructure after the year 3 for a 1-year deal, make another little lump sum, and then they'll get it off the book. Yeah,
Vaughn, yeah. I'm just looking at it right now. They don't have it on. Let me see if Spot Track has it right now. Because I want to see when they have their out. Probably right. You're probably after year 3 or whatever.
Do you like that Clausen pickup?
The who?
The Clausen. He's replacing basically Mac Hollins on this gunner.
Oh, you're talking about the special teams player we signed like 2 days
Dude, he
ago
runs
or
a
whatever?
4-3-2.
Bro,
or something.
Did you see his image for coming to the team? That guy had one of the best like photoshopped images of any player that's ever come to Miami. It was ridiculous. His arms were like spread out and like his face was behind him and the hard rock was behind. It was like ridiculous, bro.
I'm just wondering, I kind of figured they got him for the special teams only, but I was hoping he was going to take over for Fledglam and get rid of him and keep Hollins and him on special teams.
Yeah. Shout out to Josh. He said stopping in while at work, but I have to say the content over here second to none. Pick your platform. I appreciate you, Josh. I'm trying to look at spots.
Josh, what's good?
So didn't Armstead get a $12 million? I mean, the Saints get a $12 million dead cap hit for Armstead because he didn't sign.
Yeah, it was 12 or 13 million.
So if he resigns, does that go away or is that still on?
I'm thinking it gets worked, and then also, especially guys, if they don't get Watson, they're just going to bring back Armstead.
Who's their quarterback going to be?
I think Armstead's going to go back either way, if you want my opinion.
Or like he can leverage them now with that dead cap hit to jack up the price and then shop it.
Yeah. Like, do we all feel comfortable paying him $22.5 million a year? Because
I don't.
My whole thing is, are you going to be available in the playoffs if we get there? Well, when we get there.
The reason when we just looked over his injuries, he only had 2 really bad ones.
I know,
you know what I mean.
But still, for that much.
But when you when you keep missing games for nicks and bumps and stuff like that too.
No, you pay him with the understanding that you got to be consistent and you got to play every game for us. I mean, and that's what you're telling him when you're having these conversation talks with him too. It's like, we're paying you to play throughout the season, throughout the playoffs. Like, we need you. Like, you can't have guys out. So I'm sure they're having that conversation with him. I'm sure there's an expectation being set regarding that.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Trotter and Collins for the same price.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
What were you going to say? Go ahead.
I was just saying, I was the one, I guess. I was saying, man, I just looked up over it, and Debo was down here. I would give him the first this year, a second, because we have 2 of them next year, and give him Parker and say, have a good day.
Hey, if they're down to take Parker, all the power to them, bro, especially on that cap hit.
But I'm saying it's the small cap hit for him.
Exactly. That's what would be intriguing for them. $5-6 million a year, right?
Yep, I'd say here you go.
But honestly, I think the system made Debo. I don't think Debo made the system.
I agree, and that's why he's a fit.
Yeah, I think you can put a player. I think you can put a player in that role, and him be just as good as Debo because of the
I want to see Bowden give it
because of the misdirection.
When does their tight end become a free agent again?
Kittle.
You know how much Kittle. You know how much Kittle. You know how much Kittle loves McDaniel. Wanted him there. I wouldn't mind seeing him when he becomes a free agent.
Kittle's gonna be a Niner for life.
Yeah, and we got Gesicki.
Man,
I would take Kittle over. I would take Kittle over Gesicki any day of the week.
I agree with that.
No, I agree. I'm just saying, like, if we gonna stick it out with Gesicki, I don't think we bring in Kittle.
It depends if Gesicki actually learns to block, though. And remember what he said: everybody has to do a little bit of blocking.
Forced to block this year.
Yeah,
Hey,
they're gonna make him.
Gesicki will
They're
be
gonna.
forced to block, or
Yeah.
he will not
Mhm.
play.
Yeah, and
It's
they're
as
gonna
simple
try
as
and make
that.
him at least competent.
Yeah.
I want to see what that other guy does.
Yeah.
Our second string tight end will do.
Hunter.
Hunter
Hunter
Long.
Long.
Yeah,
I want to see what Hunter Long can become with
that's
the
probably
coaching
why
staff.
they're not bringing back Smite, Todd.
True.
Well,
Yeah,
remember,
that's too
Applebaum
much money.
has some
Yeah,
experience
Boston
coaching.
Oh
College.
yeah.
Boston,
That's true.
Boston College.
Yep.
Yep.
Golden
Yep.
Eagles, baby.
Yeah, Applebaum has a history with them. Our offensive coordinator's the next tight ends coach.
Yeah.
You know, that would be
And
nice to
pieces
see
are
him
falling into
develop
place.
under them.
We just hit.
I want to see.
Go ahead, CP. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Who's
I
got
just
the
want to see
dog
some
just
like
rifling
some
off in the background?
barking.
It's my neighbor.
Going ham.
Bro, you need to pull the Elaine and the Jerry and the Newman, bro.
It's my neighbor's
Sorry,
dog,
the
Tom.
Kramer. I don't know if you guys watched Seinfeld.
Throw the dog an edible, man. Make him chill out.
Bro.
I got some in the fridge. I should do that. I got some in the fridge.
Throw it in a truck and just drive it out to the middle of nowhere a couple hours away and just leave it there. Then all of a sudden you get home tucked into bed and all of a sudden you hear the barking because it ran all the way back home.
He's only barking because I'm outside.
Oh wow, he likes you, huh?
No, he hears my voice and he doesn't. He's one of the ones that likes to play with everybody that walks down the street.
Is he an ankle biter? Because he sounds like it.
No, he's about a 20-pound dog.
Okay. All right, guys, we hit the hour and a half mark. Let's go to some final thoughts. Todd, you're up, buddy.
Dude, I am excited. I just want to get a right tackle and a center, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, bro, let's go. Spoil me. Give me 2 tackles and a center. You know?
Yeah, I want all three.
Wine and dine me before you take me to bed. Powerhouse, your final thoughts.
Yeah, I'm with Todd. I'm ready to stock up on this O-line and let's get the ball rolling. Fins up.
Julian, your final thoughts, buddy.
Yeah, I'm just patiently waiting to see what happens with this tackle market. Of course, that had to be the one that moved the slowest, the one we wanted the most.
You know?
I can't stop refreshing Twitter.
Thanks, Deshaun Watson. Like, even when we're not in the market for you, you're still sticking it to us Dolphin fans. Somehow, some way, you're still causing us problems, bro. Whether it's divide in our fan base or now we can't even get a tackle because we're waiting for you
to set the market.
Pick your damn team, bro. Jesus
Right.
Christ. Bro, you've had a year to think about this. Let's go. CB83. And I actually want to ask you something interesting, guys. Interesting when we go backstage. CB83. I'm not going to ask it out here because I don't want to set the world on fire. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to ask it out here before we get to CB83. With now you see him, he's from Atlanta. Well, he's from he's from Georgia, from the Atlanta area, Gainesville. With you guys hearing that he personally reached out to them. And I asked this to someone earlier, and I want to ask this to you guys. Do you think it would have been just as sure of a bet with how this market has played out for him that he would have come to Miami with him even reaching out to his hometown team? Because you remember he grew up a Michael Vick fan, right? So do you think Atlanta, because of the whole hometown tugging at the heartstrings type of thing, do you think maybe, okay, Carolina might not have been a factor, but do you think Atlanta might have been a factor?
I think Atlanta would have been a factor.
We were still in the market.
I think Atlanta would be.
Market, do you think Atlanta would have been a factor for us?
Yes.
And it wouldn't have been a slam dunk as a lot of people thought about.
Yes. I completely
do. Right. And I think that's because of the culture in Atlanta too. It's just it's a culture for that. Like Deshaun Watson, black quarterback, Michael Vick. I think that's why that's why he reached out to Atlanta, just because it's like a cultural thing. And when you look at the Atlanta Hawks and the city, the type of city it is, I think it kind of caters to what he wants to be. So I think the Flores and Greer thing was intriguing to him.
I agree.
But when that's severed, it's like, bro, I really can't do anything with Miami at this point.
Okay. I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts on that.
Can I add on to that?
Go ahead. Give your thoughts.
Yeah, honestly, if we would have been making the moves that we're making now with Flores, I honestly think it still would have been a battle with Atlanta, but he probably would have chose Miami, in my opinion, based off of the weapons that we've added onto the offense.
Yeah, and we're a way better team than Atlanta right now too.
Oh,
So
I don't
definitely
disagree.
a better
Yeah.
situation.
I just wonder about the hometown heartstrings tugged on thing. You know what I mean?
We have better Masseuse
After
exam.
but after everything he's been through, he probably does want to be closer to family.
That's a good point too. I just wanted to get everyone's thoughts on it. I don't think anyone's wrong in this situation or right. I just wanted to get everyone's thoughts on the situation. I thought it was an interesting thing because, Cleveland, New Orleans, and Carolina came after him. He reached out to Atlanta first. That's what kind of was interesting to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think he also really doesn't want to be in Cleveland or Carolina though. So it's like, hey, I'm gonna call Atlanta and see if they'll bite.
Bro, I'm telling you, and people can call me a hater or whatever. He would look fly in all those all baby blue Carolina jerseys. I think those are fire, bro. Like the powder blue they got going on there. He would look fire in those.
Oh yeah. They got a nice little setup.
Yeah, and they got if you would have kept DJ Moore, and they got some good young pieces on defense. But I think Matt Rule's like a dead man walking. So
yeah,
and what would they?
I feel like he's not the best coach he's not a Deshaun Watson coach either. Though.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. All right, so sorry to stop the final thoughts, but CB83, you're up. Final thoughts, buddy.
Hey, happy birthday to the wife, man! I wanted to give a shout out to her for her birthday. Yeah, man, just looking forward to the scheme that's being put in place, man. The running backs, the fullback, the tight ends, the receivers. We're going after guys that kind of fit the scheme. So I'm looking forward to it. I think Tua will be successful this year. I'm looking forward to it. Watsonites, get your popcorn ready because it's about to be a fucking show. So get ready.
Let's go. Fubar, you're up, buddy.
I'm gonna say ditto. So yeah, I'm excited because, and like I've said it before, for the first time I'm gonna say since Shula, in my opinion, that I honestly believe that management and coaching has a coherent plan on how they envision the team.
Mm-hmm.
And they're sticking to it. And we're seeing that what Greer's talked about, what McDaniels talked about, we're seeing that in who they're signing as free agents. I think we're going to see the same thing in the draft. It's guys that can fit the scheme to benefit the team. And I'm excited about that because that'll be nice.
Yeah. I agree with you, man. And it's just going to be, man, we're only day one, 2 days of tampering, day one, and the tackle dominoes haven't even started to fall yet.
No.
So tomorrow might be, a little interesting. So I'll be back tomorrow either way to recap the day. Anything breaks, especially if a tackle comes, I'm going to sit my 4-year-old on the couch over there with an iPad. And
Peppa Pig time.
Yeah, Peppa Pig all day, baby.
Peppa Pig time.
What do you want? No, she likes that Wolfoo right now. She's loving Wolfoo. So
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's like this cartoon wolf and stuff. So let's go, man. Let's go, bro. Let's do it. Baker to Carolina or Seattle. I think you're on to something, chosen one. Makes a lot of sense, man.
Yeah, I think so.
I do think
Carolina, baby.
There. Yeah. Bro, I'd want to go just to play in those powder blue, and the weather's good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to Carolina. Shit.
Yeah, but I think Seattle's coach would tolerate him a little bit more.
I'm not going to Seattle. I don't want to be depressed just on the rain 90% of the time.
No, I'm just saying though, their coach is a completely different.
They couldn't build around Russell. They had a top 5 quarterback. They couldn't properly build around him. Enough of me.
You want to talk about DK Metcalf wanting to get out of town, bring up Baker Mayfield. He's going to be like, get me out of here now.
Now.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Someone get on their Uber app. I'm out. So, yeah, guys, I'll be back tomorrow night. Appreciate each and every one for you rolling through. As always, until next time, everyone stay happy, healthy, safe, and blessed. Fins up all day, every day, baby.
Later.
Smash that like button.